Inbreeding. Oh, it's a word when people hear it, they wonder, well, we heard about that word inbreeding when we were Form 2 or Form 3 there. They say inbreeding is a bad thing. But yes, it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing. In humans, we'll call it incest. You go for jail. Marrying your daughter, obviously you go to jail. But in animal breeding, we can allow inbreeding. We can allow a father to mate with the daughter or even the granddaughter. We can allow that. We have spoken about the pyramid in the breeding industry, where we say there are elite breeders at the top. These are guys who are in some places. They're doing a lot of R&D, a lot of research and development. Scientists are coming up with the best breeds. Have you ever wondered how a broiler is made? It might be a product of inbreeding in humans. But there we go. We are saying we can allow incest in animal or inbreeding to a certain extent. Why? Let's say I have a good cockerel in my fowl run. I also have a good hen in my fowl run, and I want what I see here and what I see on the cockerel to be mixed, and I see those things in the hens, in the chickens. I want to see these things in the young ones, in the siblings that will come out of it. What do? I will allow the father and the daughter to mate, because we are saying this father has got good characteristics for growth. This hen, obviously, because it came from this father, has got more positives that it got from the father. So when we met them, the sibling, the offsprings that we are going to get are obviously going to get a boost from the father and the daughter. So we can allow inbreeding to take place. And who is allowed to do this? Elite breeders are doing that. So it means they are giving us animal or products of inbreeding. Will you allow that to happen? Obviously in humans we don't allow it, but in animals it's taking place, because the father obviously and the daughter, if they mix their genes, the good genes from the father and the good genes from the daughter, if they come together and we have allowed it, we are going to get the offsprings or children that are far much boosted or advanced. So we can allow it. So elite breeders are doing this on a daily basis. But what do we do now in the case that we have gone to an elite breeder and bought their animals or their germplasm? The germplasm is just a scientific word there, but we simply mean the product, animal that they've produced. We are supposed to take them, those ones, and we crossbreed them. Why? Because we are already aware that these elite breeders are actually practicing inbreeding on a large scale. And when they do that, we are getting animals that are products of line breeding. So they have got certain disadvantages we are not going to ignore. Yes, we have said that now we have brought in good characteristics from the father and good characteristics from the daughter, and they have been brought, and we are going to see those characteristics in the children that they will produce. But inbreeding has got that corner of disadvantages that we were taught when we were Form 2 or Form 4, that certain bad genes or bad characteristics from the father that were already in the daughter might now be passed on to the children. That will be a bad thing. But it's a game of gambling. Elite breeders are aware of that certain bad genes might be passed on because we are mating related animals. So you as a starter breeder who is starting, you can take the same concept. When you see that the father or the cockerel in your fowl run has made these beautiful growing, and you admire these daughters, you might allow this father to mate with the daughters. Why? Because you're going to get these good genes that are already in this pool, the cockerel and the daughters. You're going to see those good genes, good characteristics in the children. You can allow it, but you are not going to allow it forever. You allow it to a certain extent. Then after that, make sure you also consider crossbreeding, so that you are not going to get those problems. Yes, those problems you are offline breeding, they might, if you continuously mate related animals, yeah, that will be a problem, because bad genes might now come together, and you might see that you're going to get those animals that don't grow. It's a problem. There are many people who have bought from big producers broilers that have failed to grow, and someone will be wondering, how come my broilers do not grow? They remain dwarf. You are feeding and you are even thinking maybe the temperatures in the foreign are wrong. No, it's not you. You only bought a product of bad genes. It happens 1 in 1,000 maybe, or 1 in 100, isn't it? So you do line breeding to a certain extent, only to a limited extent, and you stop. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can use line breeding or incest. Oh, that is a bad word. You can use that, but to a limited extent as a breeder. After that, when you have got these good characteristics in the children, then you stop line breeding. Yes, there we go.